Guys, welcome. This is Phil of Philby Gaming, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to easily grab yourself some treasure hidden away by the infamous Jack Hall gang. The quest itself is simple and pays off pretty handsomely, especially if you're still early in the game. I'll be explaining in specific detail, but be sure to press pause during the video wherever necessary. If today's content is for you and you wish to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications too to be the first alerted every time a new video is produced. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. The Jack Hall gang consisted of 4 members, led by, of course, an outlaw named Jack. The in-game formation of the outlaws took heavy inspiration from their real-life counterparts, the legendary Younger Brothers and the James Younger gang. They were famous for bank robberies all across California until eventually making their way to the state of New Hanover. While on the run from the law, their leader made the decision to bury the gold that they had accrued, just in case the law caught up with them. Making a series of small maps, each one leading to another, it's safe to say it was pretty well hidden. Unfortunately for them, the authorities did catch up with them and all members were executed before they could ever retrieve the gold. The treasure had stayed well hidden until one day a self-proclaimed renowned explorer, who went by the name of Maximo Valdespino, found something. You, as the player, can find Maximo at this location, atop a hillside, just west of Flat Neck Station and south of the Dakota River. Simply make the climb and he'll be there, looking somewhat troubled. Upon meeting this man, he goes on to tell the tale of said treasure. Let's watch.
I just don't understand this at all. Hey, over here!
What's the problem?
Problem? No, there's no problem. Quite the contrary. Well, there is a problem. For me, but not for you.
All right. I ain't got time for
No, wait! Give me a minute of your life. I might just change it forever. I'm sure you will have heard of me. Maximo Valdespino, the renowned explorer.
Can't say I have.
There has been much written about me. I once had high tea with the Viceroy of India. I helped liberate South America. I've climbed mountains and swum across seas. I have had many women. I've spent the last 3 months hunting treasure on the American frontier. Beautiful country. Reminds me a lot of Almeria. But tomorrow I set sail for the island of Shikoku in the Japanese archipelago, in search of the legendary Tokushima Sapphire.
Well, good for you.
No, hold on. You see this map here? It was made by the Jack Hall gang. They rob banks all the way from here to California.
Yeah, I know who the Jack Hall gang are.
Oh, them you have heard of, but me? Huh. Well, rumor has it they buried gold somewhere in this area, but were killed before they could retrieve it. They created 2 maps to ensure it was well hidden. This is the first and should lead you to the second. You just need to follow the landmarks drawn here.
Me?
Yes! Unfortunately, I am out of time now, but I am prepared to sell it to you for the low price of $10. A trifling investment for a man such as you, given the potential returns.
After watching the cutscene play out, we are given a couple of different options. We can steal from the man, purchase the map for $10, or simply decline the entire thing. I believe there is a way to haggle it down to $5, but I decided just to buy it outright. Also, please don't worry if you decline and then change your mind, as Maximo will instead sell it to a fence, making it still available for you to purchase at a later date. Starting this quest will also both trigger and complete the first Explorer Challenge for you to continue at your leisure, with each step unlocking new equipment from the local trapper. After acquiring the map, by whichever method you choose, you are prompted to inspect the item, revealing to you a hand-drawn sketch. Studying this map piece, there are a couple of things to take note of. First, in the bottom left-hand corner, you will notice a small town. A predominant feature of this town is a church. There are also surrounding buildings and a railway running along the top. This area should look pretty familiar to you, as it is of course the town of Valentine. In the distance, we can see what looks to either be a cliffside or a small mountain, with 2 distinctive peaks over to its right. A trail is shown along this area, leading to what appears to be a small ledge, marked with an X. So here we stand in the town of Valentine, just outside the church, facing the direction that the treasure map indicates. If we open up our in-game map, we can see what's located in the area we are looking towards. You will notice that Arthur is facing our gang camp at Horseshoe Overlook, but in between that area and this one, slightly to the west, is a location called Caliban Seat. So let's make our way towards there. Upon arrival to the area, you will notice the cliffside with its two distinctive peaks to the right, if you are at this location shown and facing south. Reviewing our treasure map, you will remember that it guides us to climb up the left hand side of the area, make our way across, and then down a slope of some sorts. Head on over to the left of where you are now, to the base of the cliff, and you will notice a somewhat steep but still accessible footpath leading upwards. When arriving at the summit, you will spot an abandoned camp. When you find this, you are definitely in the right area. You will also notice a footpath leading downwards, just before the campsite. This is the path that's guided to us on the map. It's worth noting before you head down, although there is nothing of interest at the site itself, there are some ginseng dotted around the area, which are very good at replenishing your health core, so it's worth grabbing a couple. Also, please be aware that before you begin your descent, the area is pretty steep, and Arthur can easily slip off, so proceed slowly and with caution. When making your way down to the ledge, turn left and continue on. There is a little drop that shouldn't give you too much trouble, but further up there is quite the gap, which Arthur will need to take both a run and jump at. Make sure to give yourself enough distance to build up speed, otherwise you won't make it, and will be forced to make your way to the start again. A successful jump will have Arthur grab onto the ledge and pull himself upwards. Right in front of you is a flat facing rock that you can just easily climb up if you stick to the left hand side of it. Next is another drop. This one is a further descent to before, and the landing area is a lot smaller, so again proceed with caution. Landing here, you can continue forward a few feet until you arrive at the end. To the left of your position is an obvious breaking in the rock face, and getting close enough to it will prompt you to search. In doing so, Arthur will grab a couple of items. This includes a pearl necklace and the second part to the Jack Hall Gang treasure map. You will also have completed the Explorer Challenge 2 now. Getting yourself safely off the cliffside, it's time to inspect the second map. Rummage through your satchel and you will find it under the treasure map section. Inspecting the paper, we are introduced to another clue. Again, just like the first, it has distinctive features. In the background, there are very thin trees. Also, there are small volcanic-like structures around the area, plus a couple of what appears to be water-filled craters, and a river leading to the place. The map also reveals a marked spot to the bottom. Some of you may already recognise this area, as it is, of course, Carota Springs, located north of the Cumberland Forest and southwest of the Wapiti Indian Reservation. Before entering the area, I want to quickly point out that this can be pretty wild, as it's sometimes crawling with wolves. Also, if you completed the hunting mission with Hosea, titled Exit Pursued by a Bruised Eagle, you will be prompted informing you that a legendary animal prowls in this region. This is referring to the legendary wolf. The Jack Hall Gang played this one smart, as you will notice that the indicated area, with the assistance of the exploding springs, forms a perfect square, making it easier for them to find it if they ever lost the map. So if we position Arthur in the general area that's marked, facing the three spring rocks while looking east, we find ourselves facing two distinctive looking rock structures. The one we need to inspect is the one to the right. On the map, I've marked exactly where my position is, and you will see the red marker I have placed, showing the specific rock. Simply head on over and search. Doing this will reward you with both $15 and a third part of the treasure map. Arthur will comment on how Maximo told us there were only two, and realises he may have been a fool.
Wait, Maximo said 2 maps. Right. Guess I got what I paid for.
Before you inspect the map, you can have a little fun at the springs. You can enjoy the scenery, swim in the spring itself, and also have fun with the exploding springs. However, please don't try to climb inside. Okay, now let's take a look at our newly acquired treasure map piece. Inspecting the map, it shows us a lake with a small island in the middle, homing a tall tree. Also in the background, we can see a mountainous region. Players who are far enough into the game may have stumbled across this area during a stranger mission where Arthur meets Hamish Sinclair. But for those who have more recently started the game, this area is called O'Creagh's Run. O'Creagh's Run is located in the Grizzlies East, just north of the Three Sisters rock formation and directly south of the letter O of the Amberino on the map. To the northeast of the lake itself, right near the corner, you will find a cabin owned by Hamish Sinclair. Outside of his home, there is a dock, and occasionally you may find a canoe there, which will make the next part much easier. The island is in the centre of the lake and is pretty distinctive. You can either use the canoe or swim over there, but bear in mind, swimming will heavily drain Arthur's stamina. However you choose to travel, head directly to the south of the small island, the part opposite the single tree. When arriving, you can climb up upon a grassy patch. Right where you landed, there is a small rock to your right. You will know you're in the correct position if the cabin is directly to your east. Again, simply search the area by overturning the rock and grabbing yourself the final piece of the puzzle, the actual treasure hidden by the Jackal gang. Grabbing this loot will reward Arthur with 2 gold bars and a prompt that he has completed part 4 of the Explorer Challenge. But the main question is, how much exactly are these gold bars worth? You have 2 options here. Arthur can either donate the gold to his camp for their funds, or he can head to a fence to pawn them. In this case, I decided to sell. Another quick note for this, although there are several fences in Red Dead Redemption 2, only the ones that are actual stores are available, unless you have completed the mission, The Spines of America, in which case all fences will be active. So you can head to Van Horn or Saint-Denis, it's your choice. I chose to visit Saint-Denis, and headed to the fence located around the back of the market. You'll be delighted to learn that each gold bar will net you a huge $500 each. So now you have yourself a small fortune. What will you spend it on? Some fancy new clothing? A new weapon maybe? Guys, I want to thank you for watching. This has been Phil from Philby Gaming. If you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Do you want to see more tutorials and guides on Red Dead Redemption 2? Let me know down in the comment section. Follow me over on Instagram too if you wish to get in touch, that's @PhilbyGaming. I appreciate those who made it to the end, and I'll see you all next time.